we're going to add a character to our word. Yeah, for now, as you already know, that our word only contains static kind of things. It doesn't have any character inside of it. And that could be a problem. So, so what I want to do is to add some character into it. Yeah, how about this one? I don't like it. How about this? It was fine. Okay, let's just add it. So how can I add it? First, I'm gonna copy this folder. Then I'm gonna go to our project. This is where our project located. And we go to the asserts. We go to the, let's say, magic word. From there, I have to create a folder called models. Yeah, for now, oh, sorry, it should be capitalized. The first character should be capitalized, so let's set it right in there. Okay, then I'm gonna copy, let's say, paste that folder into here, and I was going to give it a LAN, an English LAN. Alright. So for now, let's go back to our Unity, and we're gonna go to the models. Here we got our models right in here. It seems like we could just drag it into our scene. Let's do that. Okay, for now we got our little model right in there, but I feel it's quite strange that this character doesn't have any skin. That's right. Yeah, indeed. Even if I run it at the game, I still couldn't see the skin of this character, so somewhere must be wrong. Fine, I think if we wanna import this, we're gonna do some extra work. For example, convert an object to JPX. Oh, FBX. And we probably could convert it online. Yeah, so let's do it. Okay, now we got it. We download it. We put it right inside of the same folder, FBX. And now we should be able to import it without any problem. Let's delete the old one and drag the newest into our scene. Oh shit. As you could say, we got nothing right in there. Oh, here we got a map. I don't know if we could just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. We can drag them one by one. No, we cannot do that. So this method doesn't working. So I'm gonna delete this scene since we cannot use it. Okay guys, I found a model from a website and I hope we could use it. This is how it looks like. You know, not perfect, but if we can use it, that would be fine. This is another one, and I guess it's more attractive for for men, you know, it's more sexy. So I'll probably use this one. Okay, now I have that model downloaded on my computer. Now we are going to go back to the Unity and let's say if we can import that model. So I'm gonna drag it into our scene. No way, it's still, let's say, I cannot say anything. Okay, here we go. I got it right in here, but the size for it, it's quite small. We need to somehow, you know, increase the model size for a little bit. Here we go. We could make our character bigger by timing 10. Okay. So this is how our final character looks like. How about we resize it to 25 to 65. Okay, to 15. Now it's how it looks like in this size. Okay, not so bad. So what I'm gonna do is to put it into a scene. Let's say, okay. Now as you could see, we got a very bad camera, so I need to change it for a little bit. For this case, I'm going to use a package called Cinemachine. This is a package for the camera controlling, and it's probably made by the Unity itself. So let's get into it. We first gonna go to Window, Package Manager. Then we switch the packages category to Unity Registry. Then we search for the Cinemachine and we install it. Okay, now I have this package installed. The problem is, how can we actually use it? Okay, here we go. In here we got let's say a tab at the top. It said they call it Cinemachine. Then we could create some camera. Here's a video. I just want to check it out.
Apply the mask to the color texture and export it back into Unity. Put it in the albedo channel and select albedo alpha as the source of your smoothness. And put in the occlusion texture to finish things off. And tada! Your very own textured character in Unity. Now go back to the 3D model tab and go to animations. Here we can split up the animations we created earlier in Blender. Animator panel, and we are running and is turned off. With all of that, but for this example, I chose to use a character controller to make the correct animation play when the character is doing a certain thing. So the real final part is setting up a Cinemachine camera to follow the player. The real final part is setting up a Cinemachine camera to follow the player.
It creates a virtual camera.
Offset.
Then for his camera, what he did is to put his character into the follow property.
And then, after all that hard work,
then change some values about the body. Let's say the follow offset.
We're finally done.
And the track key kind of things. Okay, so let's do it. First, we do not need the camera we had before. Then we need to, let's say, go to the cinema, create a virtual camera. For this one, we get a virtual camera here. What we are going to do is to drag and drop our player into the follow property. Then after that, we go to the, I don't know how it looks like. Okay, we go to the body. Here we have the offset and so on. Follow and look at. Oh, so we need to give it let's say 2 steps. Okay, now now no arrows is appearing. So let's run this. Display 1, no camera rendering. It's weird. Even if we got a virtual camera, so what's happening there? Okay, guys. After I watched the video, the Unity created, now I know how to do that. So you're gonna go to the main camera and unselect your old scraps. Then you're gonna add a brain, to be specific. Chain, let's say that's called sign machine brain. You're gonna add this one because this script will take over the main camera's job and start to use the virtual camera. Now let's try it out. Okay, it's working, but it's looking at some weird position. So we're gonna do some changes. So we go to our first we're gonna, let's say, lock this layout here. Then we select the virtual camera. Sorry, we couldn't do that. Oh shit, that's quite hard because you have to change the scene, change the position of our camera, the offset. So let's do this. This is a downside view, clearly not something that we want. Then how about the X? Oh no, we should never change that. Then how about Z? Okay, we could change the Z position. Then we want to go up for a little bit. Yeah, something like that. This is from the back. It's too much. Here we go. We can change the size, the distance, and for the track should be something like this. We're gonna look at our character directly right in here. Then no, we should never change the X. Oh, how about the Z? Now let's go back and change the offset for a little bit. It's too stupid. Okay. Oh, I guess this is fine. The only problem is that, yeah, it has no problems. Let's save this and run this game. This is what we say from our player view. It's quite good, as I think. So for now, the only problem left here is that we need to actually control our character. We could again use a default controller. So let's go to our player and add a component. I'm gonna call it, let's say, character controller. Yeah, it really have such a thing. And what I'm gonna do is to do some resets. For example, the height, we could make it higher, or we don't have to. As you could say, the character controller, the center of our character controller is a little bit no, we need to make it higher. And also the direction is it's not correct, so we need to change it for a little bit. For now, it's not so perfect. We need to move it for a little bit. Okay, I guess this is fine. Now, then let's say what we want to do. Since we got this controller, we could actually add a script for it. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the script and create a Unity script, C# script, and give it length. For this one, that'll be control the player. Okay. Then I may need some help from the YouTube video. I'm gonna do some copy by my hand. I'm gonna do this coding again. What a time wasting. Well, that's something that we must do if we want to let the character run or jump. Hi guys, finally I did all of them. It is quite boring to just copy all those codes without thinking. So anyway, now we have our code. We're gonna do some changes. Oh, here we go. For this one, I'm gonna add that script into our player controller. And for now, we're gonna change the movement speed. Let's set off then to 10, not the first. To be honest, I have no idea what kind of value those stuff should be. But let's just do this. Yeah, as you could say, we could move our character without any problem. The rotation is kind of weird, so it's too quick. Let's set the rotation speed to 1. For now, as you would say, the rotation works very smooth. Yeah, that's fine. But the forward and backward, this kind of speed, it's too slow. Gonna change that. Gonna change it to 20. Yeah, so for now, it's much more smooth. I'm gonna change the rotation rate to 2. Okay, that was fine. Yeah, it almost like our character is flying on the ground. But anyway, that's fine. That's okay. Yeah, I forgot about the jump. So we could actually press no, there has no jumps. Something was wrong. Difficult. How about we set the, instead of using the jump button, we say something else. We say, how about a space? No. We could do this. Let's say instead of get button jump, we say get key press, or get key down by giving it the key code of space. Well, it's not working. Yeah, that's weird. Move direction y equal to that. Y equal to that. Should it be plus that? Okay. Yeah, now I got it. I know why we couldn't get it to work. Probably we should remove this condition. Okay, so for now, oh, that's quite high. Let's set it to 5. Yeah, so you could say now we could actually fly, but speed is quite slow. But never mind, we could fly by press the space key. Okay, I'm gonna reset the gravity. I guess the gravity should be same as the jump speed. How quick you jump, how quick you fall. No, how about half of the jump speed? Okay, that's fine. We still could fly up to the sky. That's right. And we're gonna fall down slowly. And this is our character. We could, let's say, move around. And from this view, yeah, we're falling. Not bad. The only thing that I feel not so good is that where's the animation? Where's the animation? It should have some animations, to be honest. Okay, guys, after a few of research, I found that for now, we cannot just make animation for our character. It's so sad because oh, wait a minute, we probably have. Oh, I thought that we do not have the HAPs, but for now, yes, we got our HAPs. We could, let's say, choose one of them. For example, I could change this leg, and as you can see, if I move the leg toward a place, the leg would also be changing. I could do it in a more interesting way. For example, here, if I do this rotation, as you would say, our character starts to move left and right, and this is fine. So at least we know that we could do some animation with this, of course. So let's do some let's say animations. What I'm gonna do, I was a little bit forget about the last time, what I did in the last time. So we're gonna go to the animation. I don't know if we could create an animation or not. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry. So let's create an animation. First one, I'm gonna call it player run or running. Yeah, let's just call it running. For this case, after we created this kind of scene, what I'm gonna do, I don't know. So for now, if we choose the setting, as we know, the setting is always in moving. It has an animator. Then I'm gonna choose the character that we have. Apparently it doesn't have an animator attached into it, so we need to drag this animation into our character. Then we get our animator right in here, so that's pretty nice. That's nice. Yeah, and as you could say, we could also do some animation right here. Right in here, we could start to record something. Yeah, let's hit the record button, and let's say if we could do some animations about it. Okay, we got 2 legs. We could do something like this. Yeah. Oh, that's probably not a good idea. Let's forget about it. So add an event. No, I don't want to add an event. I just want to add a point right in here. Add property. Transfer position. No, not transfer, but oh shit, that's hard. Animator. Let's call it animator. Let's see if we have that. Oh, armature. Again. Yeah, I still don't know how to add a point right in here. Anyway, let's just try to do some modifications about this leg. We could let it be something like this. Then we do some rotations. I'm gonna select another leg and do something like this. It's kind of strange. Okay, for now, we get a point right in here. That's the first point, and we're gonna move. I don't know the time for now, but yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't know what this means, but let's add another point right in here. For this point, that can be a little bit different. Okay, now we got 2 legs animation. Okay, so I guess that's enough. So let's stop the recording. Let's play it here. This is the animation. It's too quick. Okay, let's try it again. For this one, oh shit, I didn't expect this, but this is definitely not something that we want. 2 legs are crossing each other. That's too bad. Yeah, I cannot make this happen. So shit, that's it's hard. Let's see if we could make it right. Yeah, for the first one, it should just move. Oh, sorry. We're gonna enable the recording right in here. Then we modify the legs. Yeah, this is the first one. That's awesome. Okay, and for the another legs, it should go back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm doing the right thing. Then if we go to here, we're gonna switch it back. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's fine. Now let's run this animation. Okay, now as you could say, it's running successfully. I love it. This is the animation that I want. One, two, three. So this we can do a duplication and make it in somewhere else. Okay, now let's try this again. This is the animation that I want. It's not perfect, but fine. Okay, now let's run again. No way, it's not working. Sure, we need to change something. I almost forgot about how can we actually do that. Okay, so for the running animation, according to the previous one, after the previous animation, we selected the loop time equal to true. In other words, it will loop forever. So, and for this animation that we just made, we also want to check it out. We want to enable the loop. So if we run again, our character will always do that animation. So for now, it looks it's something like this. Okay, not so good, but it's working. It's at least something that we created. We could make this this skin or this demo more attractive by adding the mouse controlling, because for now our mouse does nothing. It cannot switch the view, it cannot look around it, so it's not that free. Yes, guys, as I nerd out that we could actually use a built-in camera to reach that goal that I just talked about, which is use our mouse to control the view. So in that case, we will not use this camera. Instead, I'm gonna use, let's say, a free look camera. Let's have a look at this. So if we want to make it work, we're gonna do the same thing that we did before. We're gonna set some targets for it. For example, here, look at. It has to look at our character or player. Okay, because that's enough for us. So let's run again. Yeah, I could switch this camera for a little bit. Yeah, but not so good. At least I don't think the position is right, so I'm gonna do some changes about it. Okay. Oh, what? What is the fuck? What's going on there? Something was going wrong. Oh shit. That's weird. I start to know where the problem comes from. Probably should reset the position of our virtual camera by do some lifting. Okay. Yeah, it's too much. Let's set it to 100. shit, it's too bad. Let's set it to 0 and 0. If I change one of them, another one will also get changed. Why? So I have no choice but delete that component and make a new one. Yeah, for this one, gonna switch the follow out to it. Look at to our character. Now it looks something like this. And if I run this game, this is how it looks like. Yeah, as you could say, our camera is kind of weird. It's under my character. We need to reposition that camera. The top rig, say, can we find the top rig? The face is a no. The hair is a no. The face is the top. So is at the top. So I'm going to wait a minute. First, we choose this one and we lock it up. We choose our face and we go back. Top rag is the face. Okay. Then the middle rag. The middle rag should be this. Okay. Then let's go on. The bottom rag. The bottom rag should be the foot or the legs. It's the same thing for me. Okay. Let's just choose this one. Okay. This is a button 1. Yeah. Now let's do it again. Ooh, for this case, it's still weird. Yeah, I still think that we should change the position of our virtual camera. For example, it should be right in here. Oh, after I enable it, it goes back to the old position again. Ah, what a stupid camera. Alright, I learned something new from another YouTube video. So, it's all about changing those default values, those properties, I guess. And for this one, the most important one is called orbits. It controls the track or virtual camera or the free look camera goals, you know. For this one, I'm gonna change the radius. Yeah, it can be a very big radius. Yeah. So if I change that, as you would say, our camera goes back for a little bit. That's cool. That's exactly what we want. We could also change the height of our camera. For example, now I guess it's higher enough to look at our character. Now let's run it. Yeah, of course, it's pretty good. Now as you could say, we could you know, go around to visit the whole body of our character, but it's still not high enough. Let's make it higher, more higher. Yeah, as I drag those lines, I would say our character or player is inside of those red lines. I don't know if you could clearly say it, but now I'm gonna run it. It seems like nothing ever changes. It's not possible. Okay, I'm gonna change another value here. Anyway, make it higher. That's my goal. Okay, This is high enough. Too high. For now, the setting of mine is 20, 30, 20 with a height like that. Yeah, if now we go back to our game, we would say something like this. Of course, now we got some freedom of the camera rotation, but no, not totally freedom, and I feel it's kind of weird. Okay, now it's much more better. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. So what I did here is to change the default, the x-axis is inverted. So I unchecked that box. Then I did a check on the y-axis. Now y is inverted. That's fine. That's fine. For now, the only problem is that when I go down, I cannot see the whole picture of our character. Let's try to change some middle reg. There's an N. From the N, we could change that for a little bit. We could switch the Z. Hello guys, welcome back. Finally, I made it right. Now, as you could say, if we go to the highest position, we could get an overview of our character. Then, if I go down generally, we would also say the whole body of our character, and with let's say a beautiful view. This is in front of our character. We could go around and view our character perfectly. Then if we go down, this is just the view that I want before. You know, we could let's say see. We could saw the whole character with one eye, from bottom to top, with everything. Let's say in front of us without any hiding. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty nice. Should I show you guys how I made that? Yeah, probably. But I just want to say I watched this video to know that kind of messy. Then let's do it by ourselves. So it's easy. It's quite easy. First, you're gonna go to the game view, and from the game view, you could change those values, X value and Y value. But for the most of the time, you would just change the Y value. And for now, it's 0. If it's 0, that means it must be in the button. So what you want to do is to change the button reg. You're going to change the height. Wait a minute. In what kind of time you need to change the height? Because, for example, if you cannot see this part of that body, you probably want to change the height to go to a higher or lower position. Then, if you feel like you are far away from the character, you could make the radius of this button reg smaller. And also, you could go to the button reg right in here. It's got a trackpad object offset. You could just change those numbers, but the most important one is a y-axis value. You change that, and in here you could see the real-time graph about what you have done. So you could just adjust those numbers, and in here you see the results. And if you feel okay, you go to the next one. For example, after you feel satisfied about the let's say button reg, you could go to the middle reg. For example, you could change the y-axis value to 0.5. If you do that, this is not the middle one. For example, 0.3. Okay, this is more like the middle reg. So for this case, you could still change the height if you do not feel the body center is on the center of our screen. You could change the height of the middle reg here. And also you could, let's say, change the middle reg offset right in here. All you have to do is change the Y value, and you would see the results. And I feel okay about this for now. And if you feel it's cool, you could go to the next one. You could go to 0.9 or 0.7. Oh, sorry, it should be 0.7. Okay, for now it's a top view. And also, again, you could change the height of the top reg or the top reg offset. Could also change that. So anyway, that's how you adjust the parameters for the free look camera. And after you have done everything, you could have a beautiful view like I did here. It is so cool. Yeah, I can even move this character without any problem. I could let it go to somewhere. The only problem is that I have a bad animation, but that's fine. Okay, this is today's tutorial. Oh shit, we have fallen down from the sky. Okay, this is today's tutorial, and inside of this video we have learned about how to set that cinema machine camera, auto camera following kind of things like that. And also we have learned how to create a free look camera. And also we have learned how to import a FBX model into our projects. And we also reviewed about how can we do the animation kind of stuff. Yeah, this is a pretty good start point. You know, we may not be good at the modeling scenes. I mean, we will probably would not make 3D models by ourselves, and we will also not make those animations by ourselves because they have that because there has a lot of resources about the two of those things. We could just use it to make our games or to build our world. So but it is essential to know those things before we go to a higher level, because in the end we have to deal with those things. I mean, if you get some basic understanding on those things, it would be better for you to build the whole system. Okay. That's today's tutorial. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.